for the hawker harvesters in prison. And this is your first lesson from Granny Jean, who's wanting to be your friend. Acceptance. This is for me as well. For me as well. Acceptance is the answer to all my problems today. When I'm disturbed, it's because I find some person, place, or thing, or situation, some fact of my life, unacceptable to me, and I can find no serenity until I accept that person, place, thing, or situation as being exactly the way it's supposed to be at this moment. Nothing, absolutely nothing in this world happens in this world by mistake. That's something you need to deeply understand. Until I could accept my situation, I couldn't stay sober. Unless I accept life completely on life's terms, I cannot be happy. I need to concentrate not so much on what needs to be changed in the world as on what needs to be changed in me and in my attitudes. So the next thing is it's up to me to try and do something about myself. So here we are, all my character defects. Anger, anger management, anxiety, arrogance. Oh, I wouldn't say I was arrogant. Certainly not on my own behalf. What does arrogance really mean? Listen, Google it. And if that's no arrogant, I don't know. But is it my arrogance? What is it for? Who is it I'm being arrogant for or whatever? Hey, there you are. Got on with working that one out. Conceit. Oh my goodness. We weren't allowed. The men wouldn't allow it. If you thought that you were great, you sang songs and all that, say, but you're not as good a singer as your mother. Oh. Dishonesty. By the way, the men in the family did that for us because they always wanted us to be sweet. Sweet as sugar candy. Sweet as sugar candy. Egoist. I don't know. Rabsy Nesbitt. Billy Connolly. Kevin Bridges. Crikey, Kevin Bridges. Rabsy says, I've got an inalienable right to know who it is that I have to vote for that's going to shaft me. There you are. Kevin Bridges, Brexit. We voted? Oh. When was that? Oh, for God's sake. How could I remember that, hen, Billy Connolly. Well, we've ruined this whole world with our search for greed and our lust for money, and there's nothing left there for any of us. In actual fact, all the indigenous people of the world will still be around, and they'll say, oh, thanks be to God. I think reservation says the word. They're North American Indians, but they're in a reservation, set apart, holy. Oh, I looked it all up, and they knew everything. In fact, Carl Sagan, that wrote Cosmos, and there's a poem from the Ainu there, and he says that, it's all about, look it up, Google the thing, first lines, first page or whatever of that, and you'll get it. The poems of the Ainu, and it's all about Shamash and different things, But they actually depict everything that he's saying about the universe. But they finish it up and he says, and all you're getting out of it is a recipe for toothache, you know. I'm really, really sorry for Carl Sagan because he missed the point entirely. He missed the point. If you actually examine that, how do you cure the toothache? And it's kind of half beer, I think, or whatever, and oil, because what they wanted to do, they wanted to live in between our teeth, you know. But here's a gift for all of you, ladles and jelly spoons, chaps and fellow cairters. Chaps and fellow cairters, there you are. That's your gift, and that's your gift from me, because your mouth is very, very important. And in between the teeths, you know, you've got to do that on a regular basis after every meal. Because it's important, because outside of us, we're outside in. So here's another Glaswegian one. Aye, we're all tubes. We're definitely all tubes, aye. So you've got the dirt from there and the food, and you put it in and you chew it, and it goes all the way through and you digest it, and then out it goes. Totally after totally after totally. And in Clydebank, the dog will see the human footprint and the human shit, you know, and that's what we are. But I think it lets us all know just how long this tyranny has been going on, you know. But the oil of cloves, standard practice for dentists. You know, that was another thing about dentists. But there's going to be a new revolution as far as health is concerned, and it's no longer an alternative. It's absolutely there'll be absolutely nobody, you know, that doesn't go to the nurse, go through all the checks, maybe about 100, 300 questions, and etc. We'll use the machinery, get it all done, just like Dr. Gillian McKee, and all the stuff's there in St David's House in Edinburgh from the GPs about the chest complaints, and then we had the smoke-free zones, and there wasn't a problem with that. And nowadays, nobody gets cancer care. Nobody. It's overtaken everything. And suicide, well, it's a permanent answer to a temporary situation. So anyway, I better shut up now. Yeah, I love you. Of course I love you all.